This little girl came to a Capaholic party with a fake ID claiming that she was quote unquote 20 years old, which Deshae picked up on it because he asked her what year she was born and she wasn't answering fast enough.
How old are you? 20? I don't know, you can't drink though. Okay, you look about 18. When's your birthday? 2000 what?
5.
What's your name? I don't know. Wait, 2005? Wait, October. If you're born 2005, how old that make? I'm born 2001.
2007. I think that's 19.
See, dead lying. This girl just lied to me about her age, straight to her face.
Which to me, that was a dead giveaway, but I understand she has an ID that says that she's 20 years old. But Kelly actually was the one that blew her cover because he asked her a question and her answer was so immature that he was like, nah, something ain't right with this situation, which I'm glad that he peeped it because this situation could have turned left real quick. What if something would have happened at this party with this young lady in here and she trying to get in here because she trying to get a little clout? Girl, you about to get the wrong clout because nobody knew she was 16 until they looked it up and saw that her daddy post 16 sweet years. Girl, what are you doing? You about to have everybody locked up. Nah, after that, party over. After that, I think Capaholic should just wrap it up. You know what I mean? Do the little traveling videos or something, but something else. Because these little parties going to have y'all locked up.
One of my old friends was at a college party back in the day with one of his best friends. And it was this white chick who wanted a train ran on her. You know, it was consensual. And she got a train ran on her by like 4 dudes. Now, my old friend, he ended up leaving. But his best friend stayed and participated. So, long story short, her boyfriend ended up finding out, and her parents ended up finding out. So she ended up yelling the R word to save herself, right? So the 4 guys that ran the train on her ended up losing their freedom. And my old friend, he was just saying he was glad that he chose to go home. He didn't think with his lust, but he thought with his right head to go home. And that was him showing self-control, practicing sexual discipline. He didn't know it at the time, right? He was just thinking with his right mind and not his little brain. And this video made me think of that because you know how many guys lose their freedom, right? Lose their finances, lose their credibility, their reputation over living in the moment lust. Look what happened to Shannon Sharp. Look what happened to Tory Lanez. The list goes on. Even Talil, right? It takes nothing for a lying woman to put you in a bad predicament. But you have control over who you surround yourself around. But you must be thinking with your right mind and in clear headspace, not with your lower nature, your urges, your lusts. Because most of you wouldn't even ask her age. You would have just assumed she was of age because she was at the party. And if something went wrong, like some of these comments on the screen say, it could have cost you everything. Your freedom, your reputation. Right? So move smarter, kings. I hope this message resonates with at least one person. I love y'all. Till next time. ALPHASINCERE salute.
Every time you ejaculate, your brain releases a ton of chemicals and hormones telling you chill out and relax. And that makes sense because you've done your most important job. Our job as a biological creature is to perpetuate the species, and your body doesn't know whether you've ejaculated with a woman to have a baby or you've ejaculated into your sock. The problem is that when you're ejaculating a lot, you are constantly telling your body chill out and relax, and therefore your motivation decreases.
Every time you make the decision to get that quick, cheap dopamine, and you deserve better. I want better for you. And if you want better for yourself, hit that link in the description and I can help you get started in the right direction. And I promise you, 6 months from now, you won't even recognize yourself. But it starts with you making that decision that you want better for yourself. Let's get to it, Kings. Salute.
It's PJ Washington. PJ Washington just signed a new contract, 4 years, $90 million extension, as you can see with the Dallas Mavericks reported by Shams. Yes, that PJ Washington, who was in a recent viral video involving the mother of his child, Brittany Renner.
And it's up with me, just know that it's up. $170,000 to your hoe, but $11,000 in your son's bank account.
My ex stole over $400,000 from me.
400?
I took the role of being your son's father, not just a daddy, but a father.
Right.
I went in so hard, bro, to the point where I put them on my will. One time the son said, "You ain't my daddy." Now that's one thing you don't say to a man that ain't your daddy. Don't remind him that you ain't his daddy. You know what I'm saying? Don't remind me that.
I know that, but you ain't got
Right. After I done fed you, took you on all these trips, giving you a beautiful life.
Yeah.
I ain't your daddy. I'm put you on my will.
Every man you're watching had money, status, options. What they didn't have was discipline. Lust doesn't just ruin relationships, it destroys focus, leadership, and legacy. And if you think you're different, the same weakness just haven't cost you yet. You don't have a sex problem. You have a discipline problem. If you're ready to take back control before it costs you everything, go to the description and get the sexual discipline guide. Start leading yourself now.